Is it going to be a bunch of bartenders behind a bar? Like, are y'all going to this contest, or do you submit things, or how does this work? Like, this is what I'm about to be excited about, because is there a voting thing that our followers and our listeners can do as well? And also, who you going up against? Any big names that I've seen on John Taffer's show?
No. So it's all social media based. It's they just run an Instagram account where they just feature these drinks and have these monthly competitions. This month, it's so there's no voting to it. It's basically the three founders of the Instagram account. They're the ones that vote on it. And the bar, I think it's called Amor y Amago. It's a New York cocktail bar. They're going to be helping vote on it because the winner will get their drink featured on their bar menu. So there's no voting. It's just a few industry folks. I'll be deciding on whose drink sounds the best and tastes the best.
And I mean that's a pretty fair way to do it. You don't really need as much as social, like we're talking about social media.
Like most likes or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Cool, like it's a cool looking drink, but how the hell does that thing taste?
Yeah.
So do you send the drink to them, or is it just based off of, how does it work?
So you don't send a drink to them. It's kind of it's mostly just based off of their industry knowledge. Like I said, these guys are all from the bartending industry, so they're all familiar with these various spirits, mixology. They're incredibly knowledgeable group of guys. So they basically, they look at and they can kind of sniff out the bullshit pretty quickly and tell you like that drink just sounds like shit. I mean, these guys know what they're doing.
So what's your absolute go-to? What's going to be your home run? Are we allowed to tip our hand? I don't want to.
Oh yeah, no, I posted it earlier this week as my entry.
Is it this one? Hold on.
It's the one with the really, really clear ice cube.
Yes.
Okay, so you asked me about.
Yeah, so that was going to be that was going to be a question. So how? Not even a rapid fire but a question that I always have is, how the fuck do you make clear ice?
Do a little product placement, True Cubes.
Okay.
You can all about product placement.
Yeah.
Throw those guys out there. We like to promote anybody that's local, preferably local.
True Cubes.
Yeah. I don't think they're local, but I'll give a shout out. They got this nice little I don't know, it's like a little cooler that makes you 4 ice cubes at a time and pure clear ice, and you even get some like cloudy ones at the bottom.
True Cube, send us some.
Yeah, if True Cube wants to send me some or these guys some, please send them to.
Let's do it.
Inquire for my address.
There you go. That's okay. So that's pretty interesting. So how many folks do you think vie for, is there anybody else in Colorado that's kind of playing this game? Do you want to get into the liquor game? Would you love to quit your whiskey job and go, is this a passion project as well as photography? Or would you like to get maybe behind the $7,000 that just opened? It's no food, no bullshit. It's whiskey.
Yeah.
What's the end goal here? Just to be kind of having fun and doing some,
in the
socially drinking.
Yeah, in the interim, it's kind of just like I was always kind of a imbiber anyway, so it's kind of natural just to turn this into kind of a social media passion. But ultimately, the end goal is I would like to open up my own bar or two. That would be my ultimate goal. I love going to bars. I think going to a bar, there's just something. There's something in the air.
Different kind of bar than you, Kip.
Yeah. Bullshit. I love sitting in bars where you can just sit there and smoke stogies and y'all drink whiskey and I'll drink red wine.
It's beautiful. There's just something in the air when you go into a bar. I love seeing the different nuances between bars.
Bar with a good bartender,
bartender makes or breaks it.
Really, I love St. Ellie. I don't know if you've been down there.
Definitely have.
Colton Gray's underneath. I think they're just good people, good bar, not too snobby like a lot of the speakeasies in town are. I'm not going to say any names. But, bartenders make... If you go up to them, you tell them what they like, and they can make you something you've never had that you like.
Yeah, it's a hospitality... I mean, I'm not from it, so, I can't really speak from experience, but just from my interaction, I've gone to work with different bars and brands throughout the social media. It's a hospitality business first and foremost, You can make me a wonderful drink, but if you're a total prick about it, I'm never going to come back. You can make me a mediocre drink. If you brighten up my day, I'll be there every fucking weekend.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you find some over air, a pompous guy, he's oh, you don't know what you're doing. Why did you stumble into this whiskey bar?
If you open a Bud,
fuck me, man.
If you open a Bud Light, if you open a Budweiser with a fucking bottle key or a bottle opener, you don't want to go to that bar. Use your hands.
Oh, for a bottle? Yeah. Man, it depends on how many bottles you turn in a day.
I'm just kidding.
That may be a little bit.
I'm just kidding.
That may be wrong.
I'm just kidding.
But, those that do judge, that happened to me in Portland. So I went up there to visit a buddy, and it was rainy, but sometimes it was nice. So we were spending times in dive bars, and it's a very prominent like craft brew scene. So he was taking us to places like where we would want to drink craft beers or like famous bars. And I'm like, yeah, do you have like a Budweiser? What tastes like a Budweiser if you don't have a Budweiser?
We
and
don't have that.
They're like, we have Olympia, and I'm like, sign me up, Chief.
Yeah.
And watch March Madness basketball in Portland instead of in Colorado. I love a dive bar. Those are kind of my jams. Like the old Zios. Or is that what? What was it? Fucking next to Tony P's.
Is it not Zio's anymore?
Oh, it was.
Oh, but the
old
Zios.
It was a dead bar, and now it's like a '90s bar with shitty fucking people. It used to be great, and so it's also sometimes the patrons that frequent there, the vibes and everything like that.
No, I think going to like as far as much
I
as
like
I
a
go
pool
to
table.
like craft cocktail bars, like I think there's nothing. I'm with you. I think there's nothing better than a good dive bar. Dirty
yeah, I mean-
carpet. I want carpet that I'm
Carpet,
like
sticking to.
squishing into.
You're thinking like Horseshoe Lounge uptown? Is that what you're thinking? When I think of like dirty carpets.
Horseshoe Lounge with
say,
better cocktails.
What's the one that's down in Cap Hill? Crap.
The sports book?
No, it has like pool tables.
Cap Hill. Wyman's?
Oh man,
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to
circle
that.
back to that.
You're giving me a bar in the Cap Hill area with squishy carpet. Don's?
Yes.
We went there for my birthday last week.
Don's is the greatest.
I just had to run through the words real quick, and I nailed that one.
Just reeks of cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's free. Everything's
Those are my
free pour.
people, man.
It's man.
$2 Coors Originals. Those are my like foosball, and I mean,
play some skee ball, and it's just it's dirty. I love it. It's fucking wonderful.
Those are my people, and those are my beers. So that's I don't know what is the nicest kind of bottle you can get in a bar around like Don's. What's the nicest bottle? But y'all aren't going for that. So what's the whiskey if you're at a bar like Don's? What are you going for?
If I'm at a place like Don's, I'm doing either just a beer. Typically, it's just going to be a beer. But if I'm doing a liquor, I'd probably just do a Jack and Coke with lime.
Yeah, Jack and Coke, even Makers or something.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
No.
Y'all are regular people just like me and everyone else.
Yeah, but honestly, when I'm going to dive bars, usually it's beer. I like beer.
I would say beer.
And also because it lets me stay at the bar longer.
I was going to say, if you're doing it there, you're not sipping on drinks. So you can't be just crushing through
And that's
whiskey.
why Team Tito's, I feel like it's steady, but at the same time, you're right. Like, you're not going to get a full pour at any bar. You're going to be like, well, shit, you just gave me half an ounce of Jack and then just 3.5 or 6 ounces of soda in my drink, whatever.
Yeah.
I can understand. So that's fair. But I want to kind of get back to your social media. So I noticed you also have been very prominent skiing while drinking and I guess mixologing up in the mountains this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, so that's a big part, being a local from Colorado, big skier. That's kind of what we do.
Skier, there we go.
Yeah, skier.
There we go.
Snowboarding is kind of a
we're no Johnny's
sport,
we're no Johnny's tsunamis.
Yeah, no.
I love that.
I'm not trying to
movie,
win the
by the way.
mountain.
Me too. Sorry,
That's a really good movie.
That's a good movie,
Yeah,
John.
I'm also
Right
a
there.
skier.
Yeah, I know.
but
Urchins.
I'm a drinker.
Yeah. So, on that, I know a lot of people. When they go drink, when they're on the mountain, they like to drink whiskey or whatever, vodka or Ruppelmintz, whatever they're into. I know you're a whiskey guy, and I know you're not a Fireball guy. So
Definitely not a Fireball guy.
So
no,
what's your?
no.
I feel like that was a shot at me.
No, that wasn't a shot at you.
No,
at all.
I'm
I'm just saying on the
Fireball,
mountain, a lot of people like to have Fireball because it's easy to drink. What's your drink/whiskey of choice when you're on the mountain going for the quest for 50?
Whiskey, yes, going for 50 days this year. I think we're at either 13 or 14, so I feel like we're on a pretty good pace.
yeah.
But with whiskey of choice, is always going to be Old Charter 8 year. That thing, it comes in a plastic bottle, so if you crash with it, it's not going to.
I saw you looking for that.
It's not
shit.
going to. Yeah, if anyone has it, let me know because I will pretty much purchase any of it off of you. Yeah, it comes in a plastic bottle, so it won't kill you if you crash on it, and it's just like a really fucking smooth.
You got a little
cheap whiskey.
You got a little shit in our group for people being like, "Why don't you just buy a handle and fill up a flask?" Because if you crash, metal fucking hurts.
Yeah, I was going to say plastic,
Why
man.
don't you just keep the plastic flask that it comes in the first time?
That's what some.
Well, and that's what I've been doing. I didn't realize they had liters, and everyone kind of jumped on me. Bourbon folks can be a pretty. They're kind of a dick sometimes, to be
That's
honest.
because most of them are alcoholics and they're not with their drink. They're on their goddamn Facebook at work posting like racist political rants.
Yeah, that's
Maybe not in Colorado, but at least Most whiskey.
That's the
Hey,
far
we're
opposite.
natives. Maybe from where you're from that happens, but not
I was
here.
thinking Kentucky whiskey, so no, don't throw me into this mix.
sorry,
I just
sorry.
wasn't sure. That's what I would think. They would be a little bit angry because they're like, y'all are sitting here talking about whiskey. Y'all can't be sitting there drinking whiskey all the time.
Yeah, but
Do
no.
you get paid to do that all day?
Yes, but I don't know if you want to get paid to literally drink whiskey all day. That's
I don't know if I could get paid to drink whiskey all day.
yeah, me too.
Let's be honest.
What
Like, I
am I-
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just sitting at my desk just thinking about whiskey all day. Might as well get paid to drink it all day.
Yeah, take some good pictures of it.
Yeah, I'll take pictures. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you're drinking Old Charter on the mountain. What's the mountain of choice that you like to go to here? Since you're a Colorado native, traffic's probably gotten worse.
And I know we were talking earlier. We both have the Epic Pass, so
Yeah, definitely.
On that-
Epic Pass every season. That's
too.
I think the icon. I wish I love Winter Park. I think Mary Jane's fucking incredible, but unfortunately, you need to do the Epic Pass. But I'd say mountain of choice is going to be. I usually always err towards A Basin unless they have not gotten a lot of snow because it gets icy as shit there. But
windblown. Sometimes.
yeah, it gets a little too windblown. But I think that one, it has kind of like a more local feel. I don't feel like a alcoholic sitting in the parking lot blasting music,
that
like
is true.
chugging beers.
The parking lot does feel like it's like a Bills game on some week.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you go to another place. We were at Breckenridge every weekend, and we were all just sitting out back, smoking some cigars and drinking at 8 a.m. There's like
judged a
yeah, and
little
there's like kids walking by. I'm like, stay in school, no.
Stay in school, drink whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. Start an Instagram account, man. Start it now.
The problem is that
Start
those,
it young and
those
you'll be
little
famous.
kids probably have more followers than all of us combined.
That is fucking
Yeah, I
true.
actually heard about a kid that he runs a YouTube account. He's like a 10-year-old. He makes like $2 million a year reviewing toys.
I think I read about that too.
Yeah, he's like 10 years old.
Yeah, like, God damn.
Dude, there's a lot smarter kids out there, and if you think that let's call a spade, I'm lit as a Christmas tree over here, and y'all are pounding whiskeys. I bet you most of them could beat us in a lot of questions.
Oh, sure.
But they're not pounding whiskey
No.
yet.
Shout out to Kentucky,
Yeah.
where they may be. All right, so Epic Pass, then let's let the listeners know, since you're a native, what's the apres place to have a cocktail? If you are going to have a drink on one of the mountains, not be the degenerate Cousin Eddie in the field or in the parking lot at A Basin Beach. But where's the other ones? If you're in Vail, if you're in Winter Park, like you said, is fun. Steamboat's a good time. Crested Butte. What's your?
I'd say the
your
apres place of choice for me, and you guys can fill me in on yours because I don't really have a ton, but. Typically, mid-mountain at A Basin, they have a killer $11 Bloody Mary bacon style, and you can get $2 sidecar, so you can really booze up there.
I wish I liked Bloody Marys because those things look so fucking good.
Oh, they're fucking
Those
incredible.
I just get instant heartburn from Bloody Marys. Like
I'm getting to that. I'm starting to get to that age where I'm starting to get
look
heartburn
at it.
after a good tomato juice. So
Look
I
at
feel
it.
you. I carry Tums with me on the mountain,
man,
so
that's
I'm
a good call. I should probably start doing
Pro
that.
move.
It's pro move. Yeah.
No, but I would say, Kip. I know this is one.
I'm
of
a
our,
White Russian guy if I'm on the mountain, or champagne, or
milk
beer.
man.
Oh.
That's the White
White
Russian.
Russian with a little bit of cold, it just suits.
He obviously
well.
doesn't ski that hard.
No, I don't. And
Get some like curdling in the stomach.
I want that double tall with an extra shot of vodka in that. I'm not there. I'm there to party. I'm there for a good
we
time.
know.
So I can get behind the beach. I like A Basin.
I mean, when-
Vail and Beaver Creek, we find pretty good deals up there. So we always act pretty debaucherous up in that area.
Yeah, I mean our
Vail,
friends, our friends over at the Chop House, over at Vail Chop House, you would think being the Vail Chop House would be super expensive, but they actually have killer après ski deals. I know they do free champagne at 3 or 4. Sorry, I don't know what time it is. Like just
it's the whiskey talking.
it's the whiskey talking. Not sure what time, but
Kids are smart.
but 3 or 4 could be 3:30. Yeah, they have a killer deal. They have killer burger. They have killer drinks. We were supposed to actually go up there earlier in the season, and
Everybody remembers the day that the crackhead jumped Sam. I guess he was a crackhead, and they never called him, but the detective called me a couple times.
he called me too, and he wouldn't give me the video.
Damn it, we could have. That's how we go viral, right there.
That would have been, yeah, if you guys could have gotten a video of that.
20,000 followers, maybe 1 million.
Dude, I swear to God, I don't know. I didn't see it, but I feel like he just cold cocked him once from the side of the head, and I just saw like his sandals fly up in the air. And we won't revisit this long, but That's fucking wild. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Was this kind of like the super bad situation, like that sort of
Holy
situation where
shit,
he's
Oh
like,
my god, yes.
that's what I'm picturing
Yes,
is like
very much.
and you're watching on a video. That's what I
Yes,
picture
that's
it
what
be
I
like.
wanted to
Oh
see.
my
They wouldn't-
God.
So they wouldn't give me the video because
That's fucking brilliant.
because